Hey guys, it's Paul. I want to walk you through quite an important feature, something that's going to save you time in Zoho CRM and Zoho Sign. I've got a question from Yvonne on the forum where we have Zoho One with Enterprise Plan. We would like to find a way to create contracts other than with DocuSign, unless that's the only option, with Zoho using Zoho CRM information. Right, because you're Zoho One, you also have access to Zoho Sign, right? This is a part of the package. Anybody who's just got Zoho CRM, you can obviously add Zoho Sign to it as well. So I'm going to walk you through how to use Zoho Sign, which is like an e-document signing app, and your Zoho CRM. What you're going to need to do is install the integration between the two, but I'm going to walk you through step by step how to do it, okay? So first thing we're going to do is we're going to install the marketplace app that gets these two talking. So you want to go to your Zoho CRM. You've got to be the admin to do this. You're going to go to Setup, Marketplace, and then Zoho. I think if you click down, it isn't actually one of the picks, is it? Build, Custom, Zoho Survey. So it isn't. Yeah, that's why I paused. You want to go to All and just Extensions. By the way, if you want to use my app for Get This Training, you can install my extension and you'll see it in there. But go to Marketplace All and just put in Sign, and it'll say there Zoho Sign for Zoho CRM. I'll put a link to it in the description where you can jump to this. Save you if you're trying to fix it. It'll give you some information on what it's going to do, and you just click Install. You are logged in as, that's correct. This is version 8. I'm happy because I've read terms and conditions. Obviously, everybody does. Agree. Now, I want this to show up for all my users because I want my salesman to be able to create documents. If you only want admin, then you just obviously leave it as admin. So I'm going to click Install. So what this will do is put a button on each of your tabs that says send to Zoho form, sign, Zoho Sign. So you'll see here, quotes, added a button, Zoho documents, added a field, purchase orders, added a button. So now when you go to accounts, you're going to see when you open up an account, send to Zoho Sign, right? So now you have completed the installation of the Zoho Sign Marketplace extension. You're now connected. Right, so our next step is we're going to create a template within Zoho Sign. So you're going to go over to Zoho Sign, click on Templates, and sorry, I was looking at, I saw a picture of my old one there. I thought I deleted it, and I have. And you're going to create a template, right? So at this point, you want to upload your contract. So I've got here a temporary contract where you'll probably have a contract where it says, you know, a square, contact number, compact, whatever. If it's got information, you want to blank it out so that obviously we're going to populate this field. What you want to do on the amount is put the currency sign in, whatever it is for you. Because when it pulls an amount off the deal or wherever you want it, it won't bring the currency with it. So leave the dollar sign or the pound sign in and save it. So whatever your contract is, I'm going to, I have to make sure I've saved it. I'm going to import that contract. So obviously you're going to have your own version of it. So if I go to the pull sample contract, it's going to pull that information. Go on. It's going to add that information. Look, so I can now view it. Everything in that I want. Template name, pull sample contract. Let's call it new installation sign off. Right, so let's say we've sold a job, a quote, and we're gonna get someone to sign off. Time to complete the sign off. We'll give them 7 days. Document type, so you could add it to install sign off or whatever it is. You would obviously have some service agreement sign off. Installation sign off on quote, spell installation wrong. Right, so now you've got a time to complete, you've got a document type. I need to add who's it going to get sent to. So I want to send it to a customer first, So I'm going to add from contacts here. There's two ways of doing this actually. You wouldn't have to pick it this way. You can add it later. But I've got a temporary contact in, so you can just click, if you've got anything, just click it and insert. So I put here, because to assign the default roles, you need a blank person to sign it off to. So I'm going to put customer sign off. You change the email address, which you're going to change on sign off anyway, and they change the name. At this point, I'm going to add me. So maybe installation manager or sales manager. So what happens here is it's going to send it to that person first, and then it sends it to me for sign off. You might just need a customer sign off, so in this case you wouldn't need the second signature, but if you need to send it to two people, this will show you how it's done. More settings, automatic reminders. Yeah, I'm going to bump them every 5 days, and I click continue. So now we need to populate these fields. So what you see here is 3 things, right? So this is why I added this customer. You can do it afterwards, and I'll show you afterwards, but you know, I like to do it all at the start, and we can edit as we go. Pre-fill by you. This is where we're going to go and add fields for this to populate this field at your CRM, right? So what we do is contact number. We're going to put in for this one text, right? Contact number. I double click on it and I put deal number, or whatever it is. Contract, it says contract number, doesn't it? All right, I'll put contract number, but it's actually the deal for me on this sample, right? Contract number. Contract owner. Again, I'm going to put in you can put full name. Put full name in, but you might want to just double click and put format, full name, description, contract owner, company name, put in company. Oh, made it a bit bigger. Address. This way you're going to put text. Put street. Text. City. Did I put city? Text. I think you're getting the gist. You're going to put in what you're going to fill in all these sections that you want to add to your contract. Country's a bit further down, isn't it? Yeah. So line them up. You have to line them up better than me, but you'll want to make it, you know, obviously fit. Amount, again, I'm going to put in text, so I want to just put it this side of that $, don't I? It's just a funky deal amount. Well, it might be total in it. So yeah, you might want to grab it one side at a time to get it to fit. You're gonna have to play around to squeeze it in there. Full name. So again, we're going to go full name of the customer. Running out of space, aren't I? It's not the prettiest, but you get. I don't want to slow you down either, do I? Signature and initials. So this is going to be all right. So this here, you don't want to put that there. So now you've populated the contract. This is the CRM data you've populated for you. Now this part here, I should have made it clear, is for the signature. So now I go up here and click customer sign off, and I put in full name. So I'm now selecting the first person who gets this contract, full name, signature, an initial, and the date, signed off date, right? So everything in grey means that this person's already filled, it's already filled out for them, right? So You want to line it up better than I have. So you've got CRM data, and then you've clicked here. So pre-fill, this is what's pre-filled. Customer sign off, this is going to be your customer, obviously. And then if you need to go to another customer, another project manager, whoever, a business partner to sign off, that's your next recipient. And you're going to put in, again, what did I put? Just signature here, right? Signature, maybe initial again. I don't know why you put it there, but you might put it on each page, right? Initial and signed off date, right? That goes to the next person. So now you're pre-filled and you're saved. You've got a template, right? So next thing we're going to talk about is from within that CRM, we're going to send it. Right, so now when I go back, if I go back to my deals, I've already got a few test ones. And I've got this one, CCTV system for a golf club. The first time you send your contract, and I'll show it you. I'll show it you. You have to populate each field. So when I go to here, send for Zoho Sign. So wherever you are, you can send something to Zoho Sign, right? But you want to get. I'm guessing it's going to be from a deal, or it's going to be from a quote. So maybe it's from a quote. You want to set it up. I haven't got any quotes in, but you're going to go to the place at the top where it says, on the button, send for Zoho Sign. Right, so this is a signed off quote, it's a signed off deal, now we're going to get the customer to sign it. Use template from Zoho Sign template. New installation sign off. This is our template in Zoho Sign. And it's going to show me merge fields. Which fields am I merging that information with? So if you go at the top, it says contact, then it says deal, then it says account at the bottom. So what was the first one? Contract number. So I've got a specific field for deal number, which sets up a funky number. If you've got a contract, if you've got a way of automating your contract, then you might want to put in here, you might want to, I don't know if you can edit direct. Yeah. You might want to put in its contract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Whatever it is. You might have a different way. So you don't have to merge each field. You can type something in, but just remember that next time it comes, it won't pick it out. So I'm gonna leave it. But you can type in the contract number. Is all I'm saying. Full name. So this is the deal contact name. Darren Dinos. The company. The deal account name, I would think. Account name. The street. Now, I'm probably going to have to go, to the account for that. Billing street. Again, down to the bottom. Billing city. Billing code. Country. Billing country. And deal amount. So I'm going to go back to deal and amount. So now I've got it all populated. I've got here customer, and I can change it here if I want to. This is where you can sign off and say this is for somebody else. I would do it this way, but I'm going to show you that you can add somebody. So this is for Happy Me Golf. So it's going to send it to happymegolf at gmail.com. I don't see a way. What's the name? What does it say? Daron. There is a way to populate it, but then you would have to do the field afterwards, and I'll show you what I mean. So that's where I'm going to put customer sign off. I'm going to change the email address, and I'm going to add the name, and it's going to populate the fields for me, right? So when I come to here, I've got contact number, I've got information. It's all to do with the field size. You may want to make these bigger or smaller to make sure you get the same font size. But I've got the deal amount. So everything I wanted from that CRM is populated in that contract. So now you can change the documents. If I want to say CCTV Golf Club install or quote sign off. Sign off, one word or two. Time to complete, you can change. Agreement valid for, you could say I'm only giving you 2 weeks to sign it off. Document type, you can change if you want. Or you can also add files up here. If you want to drag files and add some more, you can send more files, but I'm not sure you would. You can add other people to this, and some people say that might be the right way to do it. But then every time you go to the next part, you would have to input the fields again. So let me show you. You're going to go to continue. Now, because I do it this way, Darren Dinus, as we did in the settings earlier, has got these fields to fill out. If you added a new person, you would have a blank here, and you'd have to drag and drop exactly what they'd have to sign again. And I think that you don't need salesman doing that. You just need to say salesman at that first stage. If we go back, I can't go back to that other stage, can I? Type in the customer name. It says customer email and customer name. Change it, and then you don't have to pre-populate these fields every time. You don't have to drag and drop a new customer. It's already done, right? So I can see, as a salesman, I can see this person's going to get first. Darren's going to have to sign it, and then I'm ready, right? So I'm going to send it. So it's going to send 4 things for Darren to sign and 3 things for me afterwards, right? So it's going out, and it's sent. Right, so let's see now what the customer sees and what they've got to do. So if I go to Darren's email box, here I've got Happy Me Limited has sent you a contract. Paul Nicholson has requested you review and sign CCTV Golf Club's quote sign off. So there we've got the expires. That's the sender email, and you've got until June 20th. So the customer, this is the golf club pro owner, whoever it is, it's going to click on the signing. What does it say? Sign now, start signing. At the top it says agree, confirmation. I agree. But what has also just happened is I've just got an email saying that Darren or Happy Me Golf has viewed that document. So I've sent that document, and I've got an email saying your customer or whoever it might be has received it, right? So you might even want to use this just for sending quotes. Even if they don't have to sign anything off, you could view that they'd seen it. So if I go back to the sign-in page, so again, this is a customer signing off. They have to agree at the top to the terms and conditions and then start signing. It says for full name, enter your full name. So I'm going to put in, what was it? Oh god, I can't remember his name. Darren. What was his last name? It's on here, won't it? Darren Dinus. I've got a brain like a sieve sometimes. So, let me cancel that. I go here. Darren Dinus. Signature. I click and put in Darren Dinus. I can choose which one I fancy. Probably this one. Initial DD. So now I've got signature and initial. Just click on it. Click on the sign date and finish. And your customer has signed it electronically. Can download a version. He can email it to himself. And me, as the owner, I've got an email saying that the first email is to say your customer's signed off. So you can view the document and it says that they've signed off. So if you only need one sign off, then you're done, aren't you? Your customer's signed off. But in this example, we're going to the next person. So now the Zoho Sign has sent it to me to sign off now. The first person signed off. Now it's your turn to sign off. It's my turn. So I send this to a manager, or I send this to somebody else who needs to sign off, another customer, another contractor, and that person agrees, starts signing. It remembers me because of when I've logged in, so it just signed in, but I can change it if it wants. Initial and sign date. And me, as the business owner, as the second signature, have now signed off. So I can download that document, I can email it to me, but now I've got a signed off document pre-filled by Zoho CRM, and then using Zoho Sign I've got signatures. So you're done. You can go to Zoho Sign and see your documents as signed. So you'll see up here CCTV Golf Club doc is completed. You can go to the potential and see down here Zoho documents signed, CCTV quote signed doc. So you can see the document. You can see the stage down here that it's signed. So the first one signed off. You can see that document. I don't know if this is the one with only just one signature. No, that's both of them as well. So you can sign as like a double entry there, isn't there? It might be because I were messing about. Smample. So you can see the document. So now when you go back to do another another deal, if I go this new CCTV and a different contract on a different customer, when I go to send to Zoho CRM, Zoho Sign, and click template, the populated fields will already be relinked, remerged. This one doesn't actually have a contact number. So you won't have to go through it every time and pick billing city, billing code, billing country, amount. It'll automatically do it for you. So it's depending on what you want it to do, then you know, obviously whichever fields you need you're going to use. But what I'm saying is the second time you do it, it will remember the first time's picks for the merge field, not for the first person's data. It remembers this person's, it'll go to this person's data. It'll just remember the fields to merge. So that part's done. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully, you know, it's a big thing within this, isn't it, that you want contracts to be able to sign out, to say, here's a contract. I want to auto-generate it from all that information I've already put in. I want to be able to track the document. I want to be able to see when it's signed. And I want to be able to grab that information from within the CRM. That's the whole point of it, isn't it? So I hope that this helps how to get your Zoho CRM deals, customers, contracts through Zoho Sign signed all in one place without needing third-party customer, third-party apps or anything. All right. Any questions? As always, you know where I am. You'll see here PN Deals Training. It's another extension that you may, you know, want to add to your Zoho CRM, where if you want training like this, you can click on that custom tab button, custom button down here, custom link down here to get to specific training quickly. I just added that as an extension to Zoho CRM because I know for everybody there's a lot of information and there's a lot of training that needs to be done. But for now, any questions, you know where to find me. Just ask away in below and I'll always try to help.